Hello, great people. Welcome back to Global Happenings. Today, we're so excited to have you again. The Chinese government has finally reacted to them supporting Amaechi's ambition for 2023. That's presidential ambition for 2023. Amaechi has been one of the ministers of Buhari that has been interfacing with the Chinese as a result of the railway, installation and all of that. Virtually everything in the transportation ministry as it has to do with the railway was bought from the Chinese, the loan and everything. So there was this media rumor that the Chinese are in full support of his presidential ambition. And right now, they have reacted to it. We're going to be looking at all of that in a jiffy. But before we do it, if you've not subscribed to our channel, please do well to hit on the red subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you get notification anytime we publish our videos. Now, according to the news, the Chinese government embassy has denied backing the 2023 presidential ambition of Rotimi Amechi, the Minister of Transportation. Through his embassy in Abuja, the government described reports claiming it's back Amechi's presidential ambition as fake news. Some report has it that the Chinese government was backing Amechi's ambition. Refuting such reports, the embassy appealed to Nigerians to disregard fabricated reports. A statement by the embassy read partly said the attention of the embassy of Chinese has been drawn to a misleading report on an online news portal alleging that Rotimi Amechi, Honorable Minister of Transport of Nigeria and one of the aspirants to the 2023 presidential election, has secured the backing of the Chinese government, and several meetings were held between Amaechi allies and the Chinese government, even claiming that Chinese need to install its dominance in Africa. The general public is kindly reminded to ignore it and keep vigilant on these kind of fake news, which is fabricated with ulterior motives. The embassy said China's diplomacy is built on mutual respect for other countries. It insisted that China respect Nigeria's democratic political system. With respect to Nigeria's democratic political system, we are confident on the capacity of the Nigerian government and people of organizing and conducting a successful general election. Mechi recently declared his interest in running for presidency in 2023. Following his declaration, the minister has been consulting with relevant stakeholders regarding his ambition. Meanwhile, Nigeria has been involved in business arrangement with China, especially in the area of railway. Wow. Now, right now, what one of the things that you must be ready to hear is fake news just to secure at least respect from the people and secure their vote. Because the first thing Nigerians will begin to say is if China can support this man, it therefore means if he comes on board as the president of Nigeria, the level of diplomatic relationship that will subsist between the two will give room for more bilateral relationship and also a bilateral trade, and will also open, that particular relationship will give Nigerians opportunity to go to China. And most people may give their vote on that ground. Some people will say, now white man, they support this man. Oh. And if white men are supporting him, it therefore means they see capacity in him. And before you know, most people will, begin to support him. So right now, I just like the way China has done it, coming out so clear to let Nigerians understand whatever that is happening in your country in terms of governance, in terms of elections, even as though we respect the country's democratic system, but we have little or no ground, and we have no intention of supporting any government. We wish you guys well, but whoever that comes on board, we are ready to, roll with the person. And for me, it's a good one because already there's so much tension right now. Don't forget that the month of May will be the month for a lot of primaries. The presidential primaries will be taking place, senatorial primaries will be taking place, governorship primaries, and other ones. And so right now, everyone is trying to see how they can, beat up sentiments that will be in their favor. They're trying to see how they can secure the votes of Nigerians by all means. But guess what? Shockingly, this may not be done by these guys. It may not be done by the people who are looking for position. Talking about those who have intention of running for any office, it is mostly being done by their supporters. Now, for example, there's a lot of bahaha between the camp of Osim Banjo and Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It is not that those guys are the ones doing it, you understand? They have expressed their presidential ambition and they are running their show well. But unfortunately, the supporters oftentimes try to bring these guys' heads together. They try to clash their heads together, which for me is totally wrong. Even as you are trying to show support for someone you are looking up to become the president, you must not do it in such a way that the country will, go up in flames. Yeah, I could still remember, if you check our video, you're going to see it, the story of Operation Wete, that happened many years ago between Akintola and Awolowo. It turned out to affect all the supporters because those who supported Awolowo, who was, presented by the Action Party, went so much strongly against Akintola. And when they went, it wasn't Akintola they were hurting. They went after the supporters of Akintola. Houses were burned down. A lot did not go well during that time. And if we continue to do what we are doing currently, trying to, gather support by all means, crooked and right way, you are trying to gather support for candidates that you are supporting, do it in such a way you don't end up destroying your life, destroying your family, and being a trouble to other supporters out there. It's very important for Nigerians to take note of that. Guess what? Most of these guys, when they get on board as leaders, sometimes they may not even remember you. I've seen people recounting their experience in supporting candidates who go for very lofty position. At the end of the day, they won't even give you any positions. Why do you want to die for them? Nigerians should be targeting the general well-being of the people, the commoners, general well-being, and then we look out for someone who have the capacity to take us there, because already the country is sitting on a cake of gunpowder. Security-wise, we are not protected. Economic-wise, we are nose diving in the southern part of Nigeria. Up till today, as we are talking, there is no light. It's been there for almost 2 weeks running. Why? Because the electric grid is down, for 2 weeks now. You understand? Or more than 2 weeks. Now, we need people who are capable and who can plan ahead for the country, not just anybody. So even as you're supporting, please will be wise to know that whoever that must be there he must not be your brother. He must not be from the same ethnic group, from the same religion with you. Let it be someone who have the capacity to take Nigeria from this miracle to somewhere glorious, where everyone will be happy with themselves. At least Nigeria will return back to a country that will be admired by all and sundry. That's where we like to leave it. Go to our comment section. Let's interact. What's your position on the statement made by the Chinese embassy on their support for Amaechi's presidential ambition? Let's interact in our